From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Pretty much picture-perfect weather for our Tuesday. Lots of sunshine, a nice warm-up underway. It is definitely one to enjoy before things get a little bit cooler, a little bit maybe messier for the upcoming holiday weekend. Jinx, there's a fine look, not a cloud in the sky right now. Had some clouds and fog across portions of central and southern Oklahoma this morning. What's left of that cloud deck still hanging on the I-35 corridor near south of Norman to about Shawnee. A little bit of this may come drifting into southeastern Oklahoma with time today, but not a huge impact from that either way. And again, on the wide view on radar, showing you this for all those travel plans. If you're heading out of town, if you have someone heading into town, not a whole lot of impactful weather, at least for those major airports today. We are in pretty good shape across most of the country. Hour by hour temperature trend will get up into the low 60s here. We're just about at 60 now here in Tulsa, climbing to about 61 or 62 for the early afternoon hours, and then falling quickly back into the low 50s at 6 o'clock after that sunset. Holiday travel and kind of around the region, around Green Country, no problems today, and really no problems tomorrow either, even though clouds be increasing. And I do think Thanksgiving Thursday, even though it's going to be damp and turning kind of blustery, I still think weather impacts as far as major weather problems would be fairly limited. Friday, that system starts to slow down, hang around, produces more scattered showers, windier conditions. So I think there could be at least some minor inconveniences for travel on Black Friday with this system, and you'll see why here in just a second. For today, again, statewide, it is spectacular. Of course, that includes southeast Kansas, northwest Arkansas as well. We are all in really good shape. The next storm system, the moisture starts to surge out ahead of it tonight. So by tomorrow morning, that cloud deck is surging out of southeastern Oklahoma up into our northern counties. Tomorrow will be a much cloudier day than what we have today. That's going to hold our highs generally in the low to mid 50s for our Wednesday afternoon, with a little bit of drizzle developing later on. Let's zoom it into Wednesday night. Early Thanksgiving Thursday morning, that moisture increases. Now, the good news here is that Thursday morning, while it'll be chilly, it won't be nearly cold enough for wintry weather, so we don't have to worry about that. And this also isn't any sort of severe weather maker. This will just be some good rains, which of course we need. But for early Thanksgiving morning, kind of soggy, especially east and southeast of Tulsa. Near the metro to the west, I think we're going to have more of kind of drizzle, sprinkles, and light rain. And as with time during the day Thanksgiving, that shower activity will taper off. I don't know if it'll go completely dry. I still think Thanksgiving afternoon is going to be kind of drizzly and chilly, but the steady rains will start to taper off a little bit. So in general, the further east you go Thanksgiving morning, heavier rains, at least for the first part of the day, and then lighter rains Thanksgiving further to the west. That rain timeline kind of up and down though for the holiday weekend. It drops off later Thanksgiving into early Black Friday morning, but then comes back up later in the day Black Friday into Saturday morning as that storm system kind of stalls out to our south. So here's the wide view here. I'm advancing you into Friday, so the clock's running here through much of Friday. Notice that rainy conditions just kind of sit and spin around this area of low pressure, and so the track at this low is going to be critical as far as when rain returns Black Friday. If it doesn't drop all that far to our south, Black Friday could end up fairly soggy. If it stays further south, we'll get a break in the rain before it lifts north Friday night and Saturday morning. And yes, by the way, you saw that as I advanced through it, starting to look a little more likely that there could be some snow falling and some accumulating snow across the Texas Panhandle Black Friday into early Saturday on the cold side of that system. So I would anticipate some weather impacts for travel Friday into Saturday, at least kind of in the general region. Temperatures on that 7-day forecast. Again, today is the best day of the week, and then the clouds return and chillier, wetter weather returns gradually heading into the holiday.